dynamism that's happening right nowadays in terms of inflation, the dollar getting stronger, and the government finding all these issues, which was not there, let's say, 10 years ago. It was like one at a time. Now it's all at once.
So three things you mentioned. Number one was government, the economic crisis. Yeah, okay. So basically, what you're addressing is the difference between external challenge that you cannot control and a challenge that you can control. I'm sure you heard this example of a circle of concern and circle of influence. The circle of concern is something you cannot control. It could be the weather, could be a war somewhere happening, something that's not in your control which you can't do much about. You can pray about it, you can try and send energy through your meditation, but not much you can do about certain things in life. The more you focus on circle of concern, the more disempowered you become. Because you're worrying about some things that you have no control over. The more you focus instead on the circle of influence, which is the small one, this small circle becomes bigger and has an impact on other things in life. So I think one of the strategies, talking about practical strategies in your life, identify the concern I have right now. Is it a circle of concern, or is it a circle of influence? If it's a circle of concern, you can't do much about. No point much, fretting about it. But what is your circle of influence? What can you do to have an impact on that? Okay, now if the economy is very bad, what can you do? Can you create your own brand? Can you differentiate yourself? Can you be more smarter, sharper, whatever than the other people? That's your circle of influence. And so that's the kind of way one can go. But I'll give you an example, true example. I was asked to coach a lady in Vancouver, and this lady was accused of murdering her husband. It was a very bad case because what had happened is the husband was killed with a knife in the kitchen. And so the husband's family said it's the wife who's done it. The wife's family said that the wife's done it. The police said that the wife's done it. This woman had no job. She had no money. She had 2 young kids. Now, I'm supposed to coach her. I was very nervous. I said, what am I coach her? Think positive? I mean, she's got nothing going for her. So I was quite nervous. I was quite nervous, and I was quite worried that why are they putting me on this kind of case where there is no hope? Anyway, so I went for an hour to sit down with this lady, and believe you me, this lady was calm, she was peaceful, she was relaxed. I think she was coaching me. After 1 hour, I come out of the room, I couldn't believe why was she so calm.
She just killed her husband.
Okay, we're going to come to that in a minute, but why do you think she could be so calm?
He was the problem.
You see, the husband think he was the problem, the husband is killed. Neeraj is also laughing. But why do you think she was calm? Things could have gone worse? Okay, number one, she was innocent. She was innocent. She didn't kill him. Okay, that's number one. What's the number two? Right? Drugs, no. Okay, maybe she realized nothing much she could do, maybe. What else? She believed that she would be proven innocent. You see, there were 2 things. One, that she was innocent, and 2, her children. She had 2 young kids. She says, if I listen to everybody's accusations, I'll be depressed, my kids will be taken away from me, and everything will be a mess. I'm innocent, I don't have to worry about it. I've lost my husband, I feel bad about it. But if by me not keeping calm and focusing on what I can do, so in her case, everything goes dark. But there's a small bright spot, innocence in my children. You know, Rumi, the Sufi poet, says beautifully. Rumi says, if you see a big white cloth and a small dot, what do you see? There's a big white cloth, big. There's only one small dot. What do you see? See a dot. Many people in life have everything going good. They have a little cut, here a little cut, but the attention is on the cut. Everything else is forgotten. This cut is bothering me. A small thing will bother us and we forget all the good things. This lady, on the other hand, had everything dark. One small white dot, and she focused on the white dot. By focusing on her circle of influence, the white dot got bigger. She was proven innocent. She now has a job. The kids are okay. She's not financially very well off because the husband died, not much insurance, but she bounced back. If she could bounce back, so can we. So the issues that we bring about here, which are external, let's focus on what is our influence and let's do the best around it and leave the rest.